Stan from the Nearly Historical Railroad channel. Today, I actually have three things I want to work on. I want to work on reverse loop over there, a little fine tuning. I'm going to work on the mountain over there by the mill. And over here we have our little cold transfer area that we started working on. So I want to make some progress on that. So three different things. I have three goals tonight. We'll see if we stick to those or not. But you know what? This is one of our first videos you've seen. Subscribe and do all that type of stuff and check out the other videos. But you know, yeah, we have fun. So we just have fun. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is the reverse loop in our Cimarron area. And we had to cut a gap in the rail to make the reverse loop stuff work. And it's on a curve and it's never a good idea. I don't recommend it, but we really wanted it there. So we're really trying to make it work. So last time I was out here, I actually put some plastic and glued it into the gaps on the rail. And now I need to go and just file it down and match the profile of the rails. I'm not really gonna shoot video of that because I don't think it's too exciting, but I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing. So maybe on to something else after this. So in one of the comments of the videos, we were talking about the baseball field and how I might not have enough room to put like a full-size softball field, so maybe it's just gonna be like a little sand lot type of thing. And I mentioned that I had a scratch-built building that I made when I was just a young teenager, and this is it. And I might maybe use that over there, possibly. Just, you know, maybe there's a couple abandoned lots over there and some kids kind of took it over so they could play some ball. And maybe I'll put this in there because I don't know where this is gonna go yet. And I really like it. It's got details inside and everything. Made a lot of that from tinfoil. All right, continue on. Okay, I'll show you. I cut, filed, and honed, and now this little gap seems to be much better. This is gonna be kind of hidden, so I'm not going for any beauty contest. Okay, so here's our little cold transfer area. And in the last video, we kind of started putting this thing together. And I'm just gonna show you what I did. So this one, you know, just a straight piece of wood wasn't gonna work because it had to curve a little bit. And I went ahead and just found a couple pieces of thin wood because I want to be able to bend this like this and get the curves out of it that I want, a vertical curve. So I had to make this connection here. So I went ahead and just staggered the two and I just kind of laminated them. One overlaps the other in there, glued it all really good. So that was kind of a cool little trick, worked pretty good. If you can see that. Yeah, it's gonna laminate it. So let's see where to go from here. Hopefully that stays together. Dad's over there testing that reverse loop I just kind of worked on. Hope it works okay. So anyways, this board, I just need to start trimming it down a little more, I think, and then it's gonna go downhill. That's the whole point. It's gonna come up from the track here and go up. It's gonna be steep, yes, but we're only like pushing a couple coal cars up there. We're not pulling an entire train up there. So that's normal, that's fine, it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna go cut that. Okay, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you this because it's working excellent, which is really cool. So I'm gonna tell you what I did a little bit more detail because I thought it was silly at first, but it actually works pretty good. The plastic I used to fill that gap was railroad tie from the flex track. Just glued it in there with some gel, you know, super glue. It was a big chunk, so I came back today, filed it all down, made it nice and pretty, and it works. All right, got that all trimmed down. Had to go out a couple times to trim it up. Almost messed up here, but it'll work. It's still gonna work. All right, I'm gonna drop this down now. I had all these in here just to, had all that wood in there just so that I could laminate that together and have it kind of level as it dried. Okay, can you see that end? Can you see that end? Okay, yeah, so, right, we're gonna come from here and it's gonna make its way down that way. So I'm gonna cut in some supports to make that work, and let's see what kind of vertical curve we get. Okay, and explain this just a little bit more. So, you know, this is going right there. And I just want this to at least have a little bit of levelness before it starts dropping down. I'm just gonna cut a block and drop it inside there. Hey, here's a quick little trick. So I need to screw this block in from underneath, but I don't know that. Oh, there's a big board on the way. Never mind. I do it a different way. I'm gonna have to toenail it in instead. That's better. All right. I think I'm going to attach this part. We got support there. Then we'll see where this curve just naturally wants to go. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go myself, so see what happens. Oh, in case you're wondering, I didn't glue all of this together, just where it's connected over here, just so there's more options of bending it, maybe? I don't know. So this edge got a little close out here. I didn't really want that, but we can make it work still, I think. Okay, a little more trimming, but more importantly, I feel obligated and I feel like I should let you know that Scott's here now and John is here now. See, there he is.
Hello.
Okay. So, you don't even want to know, people. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue these pieces together. I also cut the bottom one a little short so I can get a nicer transition into the existing layout. I think it's safe to glue these together though. Like Scott just lives in this corner. It's Jim.
Jim's here.
Jim's here.
Jim. He's the track inspector. Because when I laid track on my
Track inspector.
he would lay there and watch me while I'm laying the track, and then the train would go by, and he just watched the train go by. Okay, it works. I'm out of here.
Talking about cats and model railroaders. You know who you are. All right, so what I did is I secured this end and I secured that end. I let it be where it's gonna be. Measured a block with that angle of whatever it came up with on its own. I'm gonna stick that in there. And we won't know if it works until we get track on it, but it's a good theory. I think it looks good.
Loud noises.
All right, so this is work. Let me just show you. Hold on. I got this screwed down there, laid track on there, put some support under there, got support there, up here. So this, you know, unfortunately has to go straight and then curve, but it'll be okay. I'm gonna throw a couple ties down here, see how that works out. But I think this is working.
Perfect.
Working out okay. I think it's gonna, I don't know, maybe someday we'll hook up some feeder wire somehow and put the track down and see what happens. So I got to build a turnout, of course, down there because, you know, I don't have enough turnouts to build already. So Don and John are adding in a toggle switch for our double crossover that is back over there. You can switch that double crossover from the main board, but that's on the inside of the layout here. So we want to have a toggle switch back over there so that you can switch it from over there also. All right, I'm gonna show you this. Scott got ties laid down here. We're gonna have to file this end down because this over on this right side is level, but it has to start going downhill this way. So I've intentionally kind of shimmed that and made that come up a little higher. So we just got to file this down a little bit, make a vertical curve there. But that is cool. We're close to laying rail there. This is Kenosha Pass area. So we got that turnout closer to being in place. So this is back in our little work area with the programming track coming off the reverse loop from the Cimarron area. And Scott has got a ground throw put in. We had to drill a hole through here very carefully to get that. I threw some track down on here. This piece of flex track, that's fine. It's code 70. I had a piece of flex track that had smaller rail and I really wanted to use that, but I believe this is actually code 70 on here, so I just stuck with that. Got that connected, threw some spikes in. I thought this wood was gonna be super hard to spike into, but it was actually really easy. So it just goes down to here. We'll have to figure out exactly how that turnout is gonna fit into there at some point. I'm gonna hotwire this thing and try this out. Okay, so these aren't any of my better rolling cars. I think the brake's set on them. It's not working. Like I said, these cars barely roll anyways. I don't normally use them. All right, let's get something that rolls a little better. That's better. This one's not so great either, but there. Okay, so the back car again doesn't roll real great, but not as bad as those other two. Well, so I wasn't planning on doing the track on this tonight, but I did, and I'm kind of glad I did. So that's pretty cool. It's actually working. Yeah, I like this. And yeah, well, so yeah, because of that, I didn't get a chance to work on the mine over there. Sorry about that, but hey, I'm glad I did this. Let's go check this out over here too. So I'd show you this real quick. My dad found a little box of some parts for this layout, and there's all these power poles and some lights that go back here. But the main street now has power poles. Oh, don't count that one. But here's some other ones. So I'd like to someday run some power lines. I know there's that flexible plastic kind of stuff. This is what Don and John have been working on. They got this LED in here and this extra toggle switch that runs the crossover back over there and tells you what direction it is. So you can control that from here if you're over here at Cimarron doing stuff, or you can flip that turnout if you are inside the layout. You don't have to crawl underneath there to change it. So this is nice. Options. Okay, so it's just me here right now, but we were talking earlier about this spot, this area. So John brought this back over. This is the piece that will drop down inside of here. They gave me some homework. I tore this turnout out. I'm going to solder some copper ties on the end of this, put some guardrails on it to make the transition go over a lot smoother. So I'm gonna take that home and do that. Yeah, that's it. I gotta get out of here.
With his back turned again, riding on a train through the eastbound wind. The clouded, fogged up windows paint the picture pretty well. A life he built on freedom that he couldn't come to sell. With that brownish woolen frock coat and his jeans, they weren't so good. On a street devoid of a love child, and a river never could take him to the merry mountains. The dreams that never would, the dreams that never could. There he was moving with his back turned again, riding on a train through the eastbound land.
Okay, for the coal chute dump transfer area, I figured out what kind of turnout we need to go in there. It's gonna be a right hand with the narrow gauge going off to the right. That way the main line stays straight through the turnout. That will work out fine. You know what? I didn't get to work on the mine area, sorry about that. But you know what? I got farther than I expected on the coal transfer area. I'm quite happy with that. Got some other stuff done. So that's it. Subscribe, ring the bell thingy so you get notifications of new videos that come out. Do the thumbs up, tell people about it, all that type of stuff. And you know what? Thanks for watching. And all you guys that leave me comments and stuff, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna name names because I'll miss somebody, but I really appreciate the comments. So that's cool. That's it. All right, goodbye. See you later.